Hi, guys. Okay, this is not a repeat of our lesson yesterday, but I just wanted to take a quick review of our poem that we started studying yesterday, the haiku, which you know down there is Japanese in origin. So it started in Japan. Okay. Now, I loved your haikus. I took a picture of some of them so I can keep it. And it was really nice to see a little bit of your creativity and your expression in words. Okay, it was really fun. Now, some of you, you probably did not listen to the lesson really well. It was just like a background noise because some of you did not quite follow, not a lot, like really few. Now, did not quite follow the pattern of a haiku. So remember, a syllable is not a word. A syllable is how you break up a word. So like this word when, you don't say when, you just say when. So that's one syllable. My, one syllable. Canary. So one, two plus three syllables is five syllables. Okay. So five syllables, and then your next line is seven, and then your next line is five. And also, one of the things about the haiku, as I mentioned yesterday, the poem has to talk about nature, okay, describing something that is in nature. So, two things you need to remember about a haiku: it follows the pattern 5 7 5 for each line, and it also your topic has to be about nature. So if you did not do that, I emailed some of you to redo it, just so um, you will know exactly what you did wrong. Okay, so make sure you check your email. All right, so today we are going to talk about an acrostic poem. Okay, so what in the world is an acrostic poem? But this is another fun poem that I think you guys will enjoy. So, what is it? Okay, so an acrostic poem is a poem where each line begins with a letter in a keyword, often someone's name. Okay, so I'm going to show you examples of that. Now, this says often because it does not mean it's all the time. Okay, so you pick somebody's name and then you can create a poem. So I'm sure you've seen this, you just don't know the term for it. But here's an example of an acrostic poem. All right, so all right, so this summer is the keyword of the writer. And now, what she's going to do is that she's going to write down her keyword vertically. And then she's going to think of words that will help describe summer. So it can be what is summer like, what she does during the summer, or what she feels about the summer. Okay, so when you write your acrostic poem, you can have a maximum of four words in each line. So, like this one has one, this one has three, this one has three, this one has three, this one has four, this one has actually, you can make it five. Okay, tops. There's no rule for it, but it's just nice. It's just nice that it's not very long for in each line. So you can make it a pattern, like maybe one word and then three words. It's totally up to you, but the maximum words that you can have in a line is five. Okay, that's our rule for our lesson. So again, so I'm going to read it. Summer, soft, up in the trees. Mornings without school, making me feel lazy. Evenings of playing outside, raising, racing the wind on my bike. So the writer is showing you what summer is for her. Okay. Now here's another example. So this writer chose the name of his or her dog, okay? And the name of her dog or his dog is Major. So now he's going to think about Major and what he does or what he's like, okay? In this case, it's showing you the mischief that Major is always into, all right? So, my German Shepherd always getting trouble, jumping up on our sofa and barking rough, rough. Okay, so I think you get the picture of what an acrostic poem is. Now, so those are my two examples. Now I'm going to give you some tips in how you can write it. Okay. So the first tip I really want you to know is that you need to choose a keyword. Okay. Use a keyword that interests you. Okay. So you need to use a keyword that interests you. So it can be your best friend's name, your pet's name, a season, a sport, your favorite food. It does not matter. It's totally up to you what keyword you're going to choose. Now, before you choose your keyword, when you think of your keyword, start thinking about words that you could use in your poem, okay, before you begin writing, okay? So think about the words already so that you can have a plan in how you want to create your poem. Now, again, as always in writing, use strong verbs or use descriptive adjectives. Okay, so don't just use ordinary words. You can, but it's just always better when you choose words that are very descriptive and that will relate um, a better picture in the reader's mind. Okay. So, again, like I said in our example, the writer of Major wrote about his dog's familiar actions. Okay. So, try to think of one whole topic. Like, don't make it like, like this one, Major, the writer focused on the dog's familiar actions. And the writer of Summer described the things she likes about summer. Okay. So, so let's say I'm going to um, make an acrostic poem of my friend's name. Okay. So let's say I'm going to think about Gwen. Okay. So I'm going to write Gwen vertically. Now I'm going to think of words that I think will best describe Gwen. So I could say grateful, wise and simple, energetic and fun, and then maybe I can say noble. Okay. So when you read this poem, then you get an idea of what Gwen is like. She's grateful all the time. She's wise and simple. She's energetic and fun. And she's noble. Okay. So here is, so you get the idea. So now, guys, I want you to write your own acrostic poem. So think about, if you want to look at this video again or this lesson, then you can review it. All right. But I want you to put it on paper and I want you to make sure that your keyword is your title. And then you write your keyword vertically. And then you think of words that are going to describe or show your feelings about that particular thing. Okay. So please try to put some artwork and write it in your best handwriting, because I took pictures of some of your haikus because I'm going to gather it. And if Mrs. Gum will ask me, what have you been doing in your class? I will have pictures to send her and she can put it on the school's website. So make sure it's on paper, make a little bit of artwork, and make sure that your name is also visible. So if this is your paper, okay? So if this is your paper here, okay? Write your keyword here and then write, so your keyword is there, and then write your acrostic poem, okay? And then at the end, you put here by Let's just think of by Gwen. All right. So put your name, your last name, and put your grade, fourth grade. All right. So make sure you do that. If you don't do that, I'm just going to return it to you. So try to choose copy paper. I would, if you don't have copy paper, you can use line paper. All right. So have fun with it, guys. I can't wait to read it. As always, load it up in Google Classroom, or you can take a clear picture of it for me and upload it in Dojo. All right. Have fun. Do your best.